Hi, I'm James. Today I'd like to introduce you a book named Father and Son. It is a cartoon collection and first appeared in the Berliner Illustrate Zeitung in the year 1934. This book talks about the daily life of a father and a son. Most of the stories were actually inspired by the illustrator E.O. Plauen and his son Christian's life. In the book, the father is a plump, bald, and mustached man, and the son is a mischievous, sweet, and tousle-haired boy. The father also seems very nice to the son, which can be accurately described as both our friends and a family. What also really wows me is how simple the images are. It seems like any object that E.O. Plauen drew does not have any extra lines. I got this book from my dad. He gave it to me before I learned to read, but since it was a graphic novel with a sparse amount of words, I would look at the pictures and start laughing because it was so funny, and yet so simple. He gave me this book because he wanted our relationship to be like the father and son, both our friends and a family. Eric Oster was one of the world's most renowned humorists. But, ironically, his life was dark, cold, and bitter, unlike his cartoons. Also, he had severe hearing loss. At the time, people that came from poor families, also that had disabilities, could not become artists. When Oster grew up, he became an apprentice as a pass worker. After he finished, he still didn't give up the dream of being an artist, so he studied art at Leipzig. In 1934, Oster started drawing the comic Father and Son for the Berliner Illustrate Zeitung. But there's one thing that we should really notice that happened in the same year. There's something called the German referendum that still happened in 1934. It approved Hitler as a dictator over Nazi Germany. During that time, citizens of Nazi Germany lived in a time of fear and uncertainty. But still, it is amazing how E.O. Plauen can write a sunny pantomime cartoon in such dark times. It's like a warm-colored light bulb in the dark corridors of Nazi Germany. It gave hope to the Germans. I really like a cartoon named No Espressos that appeared in the book because I once had a similar incident. Once, I noticed my dad was drinking coffee while he wasn't supposed to. He could only drink decaf. But I noticed him, and I hid all of the coffee pods in random places around the house. Reading the story made me remember hiding all those coffee pods in random places of the house. I highly encourage everyone to read Father and Son. It is extremely heartwarming, funny, and silly. Also, if anyone has a chance to visit Germany, make sure you visit the city of Plauen. In the city of Plauen, there's a statue of the father and the son standing on a book. It is a memorial for E.O. Plauen. He was not only an illustrator, but he was also a hero against the Nazis. That's so much for today. Thanks for watching.